buddy. Welcome to Open Mat Chronicles. 1865 Rod here. We're going back at you guys once again. And as always, we got Schaefer in the house.
What's up, everybody? Schaefer in the house. We're chilling. Man.
What's up, man?
We get a lot of shit done this fine day.
Yeah, man. It seems like
came in early, got some shit hooked up.
We improve things because things break. And then we end up fixing it, but it's better.
So, in fact, speaking of things breaking,
last week.
I'm going to fucking make a point to tell you. So, our mics shit the bed last week, and I had to do all kinds of stuff in post, so I know the sound was all dicked up. Hopefully, this one is actually going to be right. If it's not, hey, stick with us anyway, man. Shit, because I know the shit's entertaining. So, what are we talking about today, Rod?
So, you know me, I'm always scrolling on Instagram, right, looking at these stupid clips.
Like a teenage girl.
You're more of a TikTok. Because you're TikTok, I'm Instagram.
Yeah, you're right.
But anyway, I don't want all those, the spyware. I don't use TikTok. They put the spyware in your phone. No. But anyway, so I saw this MMA fighter, this female MMA fighter. And she made the point. She goes like, okay, so Jiu Jitsu is, as much as I like Jiu Jitsu, I'm not trying to diss it. It's not a fight. It's a match. Where an MMA fight is a fight. And she's basically saying, if you look at it, they say MMA fight. Who's fighting today? In Jiu Jitsu, it's like, oh, this is going to be a good Jiu Jitsu match. And her point is, you're not getting punched in the face.
Right.
And that's her differentiator.
Right.
Getting punched in the face, it's a fight. If there's no punching in the face, it's not a fight. It's a match. So let's kind of unpack that. That's her opinion. She had some valid points. I mean, she kind of was convincing me a little bit.
She had some points.
But you got some good points, some good counterpoints.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
I totally disagree.
Totally disagree, or just a little bit?
100% disagree. So here it is.
No, I don't think it's 100% because at the end of the day,
I totally 100% disagree with that.
Right.
I do. I disagree that one is a fight and the other is not. I don't know how deep you want me to just jump right into the deep end.
Well, maybe.
Or you want me to let him just cook them.
Let's layer a little bit. Let's slow cook it. Let's do it like James cooks that.
Hell yeah, that brisket, right?
Yeah, that brisket. He sent me a picture
slow
one actually the other day when he braided it up.
Well, let me slow cook this for you. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, the art I love, right? It's a martial art, and when two people start going at it, let's say Rod and I were jump on the mats, I regularly call it a fight. I do. I go, hey, we're going to have a fight. You know, it's like, boom. Oh, what just happened? Oh, man, I had a fight, and then, you know, we're rolling around, and, man, I got choked out. Or, oh, man, he hit me with this fly-ass fucking heel hook. Never saw it coming. Whatever. That's a fight to me. Because I choose to call it a fight. Now, her issue is because Rod isn't punching me, it's not a fight. It's just a match. I disagree and say that if we're going to start putting all these little caveats into it, well, then what I would say is even what she's doing is not a fight. MMA is not a fight under those circumstances because there's a rule set. And if you have a rule set, so when Rod and I fight, the rule set says we can't punch each other. We can't kick each other. We can't freaking oil check or jam our freaking fingers in each other's orifices, right? So, you know, we can't do that shit.
I did a toe once. That's a bad one. That's a leg lock escape.
Yeah, I know.
I goosed somebody once.
Toe up the ass.
Actually, like 3 people. They had it in there. I was like, they're ready to break my damn leg, dude.
Right? Yeah, because that's jarring.
It's legit, dude. Accidents happen.
Accidents happen.
Sorry.
Even though my grandmother always used to tell me, she's like, accidents don't happen, they're caused. Which I actually also agree with because an accident won't happen unless there's some kind of malfunction in what you were doing.
Well, I definitely know it wasn't a malfunction. It caused it, dude. That was like survival.
Yeah, survival of the fittest. So if there's a rule set, you're not in a fucking fight. Like, to me, if you're in a fight, there's no rules.
That's true.
It's you against this other person, and it's probably life or death or some semblance of life or death. You're going to go at it, and if you start beating their ass or if they start beating your ass, it only gets stopped if someone else, some good Samaritan or whatever helps you, or if they choose to stop beating your ass. Because if you've already lost, you can't stop it, so it's up to them to stop. That's a fight, right?
I don't know. Is that a fight? What's the definition of a fight?
Oh, shit.
What is technically?
It's
going to say something like, you know, 2 people engaging in combat.
Some kind of combat or some bullshit like that.
Why keep talking?
You're gonna Google it? GTS. Google that shit live.
Well, here's the thing. If what you're saying is true, then technically you're agreeing with her in a way, but her argument's countering itself.
I'm not agreeing with her. I'm saying that if jiu-jitsu is a fucking match, so is MMA. If boxing, why does punching someone in the face have to be the differentiating freaking call between a match and a fight? How about this? We got 2 MMA fighters, right? They're getting ready to fucking fight. And one just decides, I will never throw a punch or kick or elbow or anything like that. I'm just going to use jiu-jitsu, right? So if the one person is like, oh, they're throwing kicks and all kinds of shit, okay, so does that mean the jiu-jitsu person's in a fight because they can get punched in the face? What if the jiu-jitsu person never throws a punch, just double leg?
Well, you're describing Horace Gracie, UFC.
Right, well, yeah, exactly, right? He wasn't like punching people.
Liver
yeah,
kicks.
little fucking
Nice.
what was the kidney kicks?
Kidney
kick. So what if he just takes you down and chokes you out? Were you fighting him, but he wasn't fighting you?
I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying. I kind of agree with that too. I mean, I look at it this way. What if, remember back in the day when you were in like high school or whatever, or grammar school, if 2 people are fighting, and let's say they don't know how to fight, right? Somebody swings a haymaker, he misses.
Yeah.
They grab each other, they're rolling around the ground. Somebody breaks up. What's happened? Oh, they're fighting.
Fuck yeah.
They're fighting.
They were in a fight.
Even though they're wrestling, they don't even know what they're doing. They're just like, they're still fighting. So I get that. But now, if that chick's saying it's all predicated on punches, right?
That's
just her benchmark that she happened to
for sure.
draw that
and that's
line
why
and
I was
say, why
saying
is a punch the differentiator?
Fundamentally disagree with that.
Here, let me write. Okay, so ChatGPT. It says
Go
a
for
fight is a physical or verbal confrontation between 2 or more individuals, groups, or entities, often involving conflict or aggression.
There you go.
Okay, but here's more. It said it can range from a physical struggle where people exchange blows or use weapons to an argument where people use words to express anger, disagreement, or opposition.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
basically, it's a fight's like kind of a nebulous term, right?
it is. I mean, a fight is 2 people going against each other aggressively.
Yeah.
That's really all it is.
Look, you could fight against adversity. You could fight against fight for justice, right?
Right, fight for fucking justice.
So it's
and yes,
such
that
an
gets
ambiguous
nebulous as
term.
hell. That's like, all right, now we're just saying any old thing.
Okay, but in the
I'm
context
speaking
of what
a
we're talking about,
physical
we're talking about physical confrontation.
Yes.
All right.
I say any physical confrontation becomes a fight. That's it. That's what it is. Or if it's a match, well, then any physical confrontation where there's a rule set that is really adhered to and has a referee and all this shit, it's a match. It's not a fucking fight then. Either it's all a fight or it's not a fight.
You know what's funny? Think about it. They call it a boxing match.
Absolutely.
And all they're doing is punching.
You know what's a fight? A fucking gunfight's a fight. If you got 2 people and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to war. I'm actually really going to fight you until I win. That's
You know what's weird
fight.
though? What's weird about that?
What's that?
Never thought that was fighting. When I would see, think of the military, guys going over with guns.
Yeah.
Even though it totally is. 100%.
Shit, doesn't get more fighting than that.
I know, but I always felt like, well, you're killing people with guns, but you're not physically fighting.
Shit.
You could
What
be.
if you had swords?
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like you take it back. It's just the technology.
I think of the guys in the old days, like the Roman Empire. Those were the Spartans and all that. Those guys are fighting, dude.
Facts.
They had the freaking.
But you know what?
Swords.
So what about the guy who shot him with an arrow? Was he not fighting?
I know. I don't know. It's different. I'm just saying. I'm not making this argument. I'm just saying in my mind. I never really thought of that as actual fighting. Like once you introduce the gun, it's like it was a game changer. You're not really you're fighting still, but it's not fighting.
It's a fucking gunfight.
You know what I mean? Okay, because then look at so then how about a missile, a drone?
That's a fight.
But you're behind a computer. You just boop press the button. Drone.
And you fuck shit up.
I know, but it's not really fighting though.
It is fighting. It's 100% fighting. It's these nations are fighting. It's still a fight.
It's still a fight, but it's just, I know you're saying technically I understand.
Yeah. So
but I just didn't consider
it's not a match.
It's not a physical confrontation.
Shit, I would disagree. Anybody on the receiving end of that missile probably thinks that shit was pretty physical.
Okay, well I'll say it's not a hand to hand.
It's definitely not hand to hand.
Not hand to hand.
Agreed. It's 100% not hand to hand.
So hand to hand stopped with the invention of the gun, pretty much.
No, man, fucking arrows.
Arrows, no, but they still
slingshot.
No, they still fought. Dude.
David took out Goliath with a sling.
I know, but
he didn't go hand to hand.
He had a sword though. Still,
he had it.
No, what I'm saying is that their method of fighting was swords.
Except for when it's not. Like I said, arrows existed just as long. You know what I mean? Motherfucker would shoot you from a distance.
But that was like their first. What they would do is how they fought back then. I did a whole study. It's pretty legit. Dude.
Yeah, well, in the beginning, it was
They'd come
right,
out
it was
with the
very
freaking
close.
guys, all the guys with the arrows first. That would take
Yes,
out all of
exactly.
the cannon fodder.
But weren't they fighting?
Yeah, they're fighting.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was just better technology.
Yeah.
It was distance.
But I'm saying my point is like they would still do hand to hand. Like once those arrows took out most of their guys, actually the first thing to do is they get those catapults, boom, shot those
And
big fireballs,
that would be the equivalent of a missile.
and the guy on the top would shoot the arrows.
Yes.
Kill a bunch of people. Then their infantry would go in with those freaking guns.
Yes.
I'm not guns. I say guns.
And the knives and
with
swords
those
and all that
short
good shit.
swords. Yeah.
For sure. It's all fighting. It's just like this chick who's talking about it's if you punch somebody in the face, it's fighting, but if you choke them out, it's not. That's
kind of silly.
It's very short-sighted. It's not being realistic because it just doesn't hold up to scrutiny when you really start breaking it down. When you take it out to its final, its final destination, you say, let's start here and end here. Tell me everything that got you there. Well, it doesn't make sense the way she's putting it out. Because she's like, hey, you got to get punched in the face in order for it to be a fight. But what if the person you're fighting never punches you in the face? Like, who was in a fight and who was in a match? Can you be in a fight and a match at the same time? I don't want to say it's bullshit that she said. That's
like
bullshit.
saying, yeah. What if you have an arm that's all jacked up? Whatever, you can't punch. With
Exactly.
It. You just like this one's kind of messed up. You got stabbed in the hand or something. You're still
Right,
fighting, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, man,
Any
it's
spy
all
movie
fights.
will have that in it.
I'm going to continue saying, hey, I had a jiu-jitsu fight. I'm like, oh man, me and Randy, we had a good fight. We weren't really, we weren't trying to kill each other, but
Yeah.
it was a fucking fight.
Maybe fight. The word fight, it sounds like you're, I don't know. It sounds more violent, like you're trying to actually hurt the other guy.
Right.
That's what fight. It seems to imply that more than saying a match. Maybe it just softens it. Maybe it's just the nuance of the word.
I think so. And then it becomes a semantic thing.
Yeah.
Then it becomes
I think it is.
what's your interpretation of it, blah, blah, blah. Hey, and I will say, look, the chick said, this is my opinion. And I'm cool with that because we know what we fucking say about opinions, right? Like, I'm cool with that. It's her opinion. I definitely have a different opinion, and I 100% disagree with her.
I think I know where she's coming from. Here's what it is.
All right, break it down.
Okay, because she's a professional MMA fighter.
Uh-huh.
She's coming at it from that paradigm, right? So it's definitely a fight at her level.
Uh-huh.
But if you look at who was I watching? I watched Ritoil. He fought that freaking Sambo guy.
Yeah.
He won, dude. Tell me that wasn't a fight.
That's my
Oh
point.
my god, it was a legit fight.
Facts.
But now maybe in the school though, rolling is not a fight.
I 100% agree. Rolling's not a fight.
Yeah, it's just so maybe she's saying,
But-
maybe that's
But what about, no, because she said jiu-jitsu tournament specifically.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
okay.
So a tournament, I'd say it's a fight.
Tournament would, yeah, I think it would be,
Yeah.
yeah, because that guy's trying to hurt you, man.
Yeah, he's trying. And she was like, oh, well, you have the chance to
He's
tap,
trying to-
blah, blah, blah. Listen,
Not always.
I've seen plenty of people
Not always.
slap a move on, break the arm immediately.
Yeah,
There was
you don't
no
always have
tapping.
time.
There was none of that shit.
Especially with heel hooks, you don't always have time
Yeah,
to tap.
fuck yeah, dude.
You tap after it's ripped out. Your
Absolutely.
ligaments are torn.
You
can't
tap
walk for
because you're
6
like,
months.
holy shit, the pain just got
Yeah.
to my brain.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think maybe she hasn't done enough jiu-jitsu matches.
No, and well, and you know what? I also
But-
give credit. She was like, look, people who train in jiu-jitsu may very well train harder
Yeah.
than people who train in some MMA. I think
She
and
wasn't
this is-
dissing
I
on
hate
jiu-jitsu.
doing this. I hate doing this because I never want to try to overlay my point of view and try to say what somebody else is thinking, but I'm going to do it. I think it was more along the lines of, well, what I do is a fight. So I think it was an ego.
You guys
thing.
aren't fighting. Yeah, it's definitely ego.
It was an
sprinkled in
ego
there.
thing. It's like, I'm fighting you, motherfuckers.
You ain't fighting really.
Y'all playing grab ass.
Yeah.
That's where it really, and I'm willing to say, pick one and call it what it is, but make sure that anything that falls within those categories still flies. It's still the same thing. You don't just make the differentiation of, well, what I do. That
Yeah.
one thing I do changes everything. No,
That's
man.
true. And I would even say sometimes, even in the school rolling, it evolves into a little fight sometimes, man. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately,
Oh my God.
that's because motherfuckers aren't listening to us.
Start-
Go 70%.
Yeah.
Fuck that, Harold. I gotta take his soul. I gotta take it all from him.
Yeah.
It's like, relax, homeboy. It's not that serious. It's a fight, but it's a fun fight. It's a happy fight.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a death match.
It's not a death match, yeah.
how many times do I tell these guys, right? When we get ready to start rolling, I go, hey, don't make this a death match.
It's not the
Don't be the king of practice.
Yeah.
It's not that serious. Nobody actually really gives a shit. Don't hurt anybody.
That's true.
Speaking of hurt, my leg's getting a lot better.
Oh yeah, you jacked up your
Yeah,
leg.
dude. Like my hamstring is fucking healing up pretty fast. I'm still not jumping on the mat though. Fuck that. Because I like.
Are you
know
gonna
how
do
it
that
is?
thing?
As soon as you feel good, you
Oh
go,
yeah.
fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it.
No, not true. Okay, so you know how you injured it, putting your leg out like that. Are you gonna
Hey
continue
man,
to do that?
don't tell everybody my strategy.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Nah, yes, I'm gonna continue to do it after
Really?
my fucking leg gets right. Because here's what happened, right? Like anything else, I learned a new way to fail. I learned.
You've been doing that for
I've
like
been doing it
a
for like
decade.
18 fucking years.
Yeah.
At least 18 years I've been doing this, and I don't think this is the first time I've ever had a serious injury from it. And yeah,
Maybe-
I stick my leg out. And
I'll take a picture of you doing this. We'll
there
throw
you
it
go.
in the things.
Yeah.
See what you're talking
So
about. But it
I
is
stick
weird. It's
my
like, why
leg
do you
out
do that?
and I kind of bait somebody because a lot of times I'm baiting them to attack the foot, and it fucking just opens up a lot of leg attacks or passes and other stuff. But yeah, man,
It's a little bit-
That,
could
that
put
shit,
you in a little bit of
that
a
shit
boner.
bit me in the ass.
But you know,
here's
there's
I didn't know.
one injury out of 18 years. That's
Yeah,
a good
yeah,
track
that's what
record.
I'm saying.
I'd say
That's why-
overall, it's still safe.
I'm not fucking changing that.
Yeah,
I
it's pretty
like
good.
that move. But what I figured out through my injury is how it can fail. I just got a very real hard lesson on what could happen to me if I do that. So now I'll make an adjustment to avoid that thing from being able to happen again. I'll still do it, but I'm like, okay, maybe I need to change my leg position or change this
Yeah.
or just be more aware. Don't get comfortable. Fucking, I was comfortable and I probably should
You're
not have
comfortable
been.
being comfortable.
Right, I was comfortable being fucking comfortable. So I need to get comfortable being uncomfortable and go, hey, I need to stay on my grind. I need to
Yeah, no, I
I
get
need
it.
to stay aware of this shit, especially against taller people. Holy fuck. Damn, that shit hurt, dude.
Yeah,
That shit hurts so bad.
you'll be all right.
So what else have we got going on, man? So like that's actually a good point. And honestly, we would like to hear your thoughts, right? Do you call it a jiu-jitsu match? Do you call it a fight? Like when you jump on the mat and you're doing whatever the hell it is you do, and then you go home or you're talking to your buddies and you go, oh man, that was a real good fight. That was a hard ass fight I had with such and such and such.
You know, yeah, because if you think about it, I could easily just reverse what she said and say, you know what, it's not a fight unless you're choking somebody out. You could punch all day that you want, but if you're not heel hooking somebody, it's not a fight.
Boom. How about that?
Yeah,
how about that?
How does she get to decide that punches like that?
Because that's what
she does. So really, it's kind of silly.
Yes.
I'm not trying to,
We're not
diss her or
shitting on
anything like that.
anybody.
Yeah, she seemed like she was.
she seemed
cool
all
and
right.
that,
Listen,
yeah.
everybody's
She wasn't
all
trying
right.
to make fun of jiu-jitsu, but that was just her opinion.
She
but
was not.
I
Like
gotta
I said,
just-
actually, she seemed like she had a lot of respect for
She
jiu-jitsu.
did.
But I just, like I said, I fundamentally disagree with that. I
think I do
100% disagree with what she said.
I'm trying to defend her. I'm having a hard
I
time.
know you are.
I'm trying to be like her lawyer, defense attorney. I got nothing though.
It's indefensible.
Yeah, I think it is.
So it's indefensible if you actually use logic.
Yeah.
Which always sucks to say because then people are like, what the fuck do you mean? Hey, look, if you use logic and you take things to their ultimate conclusion, the truth is the truth and real is real. There ain't no motherfucking my truth.
Because you know what, too?
It's none of that bullshit.
Ask these guys who are getting ready for a jiu-jitsu competition. They're going to be nervous. They're thinking about it. They got little butterflies and all that. They don't have that if it's going to be just a match. It's a fight. They might get
damn right.
injured. They might get hurt. Something bad could happen. That's why you have that.
People
So,
have been
It's a
crippled.
fight.
It's
Yeah.
a fucking fight.
It's a fight.
It's somebody who's really trying to exert dominance over you
Yeah.
physically, and you're fighting
Yeah.
against that shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fight. Man,
That was too
you know
easy.
what? It was good. Oh man, so other shit that's just been going on.
But
man.
wait, if you think not,
okay.
put it in the comments.
Oh,
If you want to
totally.
defend this chick and you want to say that it's not a fight,
Totally.
put it in the comments and
No,
let us know
dude,
why we're wrong.
No, if
Open to that.
yeah, if we're wrong, tell us we're wrong and tell us why.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. And if we're right,
Might be a new perspective.
good job if you agree with us.
Yeah.
Just agree with anything we say and you'll be better off in life. But if you don't agree, fucking tell us. It's okay. We're not very sensitive. I'm not sensitive. You sensitive, Rod? Fuck that shit.
Sometimes, not very
Ah,
often. Not very often. Not very often. Sometimes I am though, man.
yeah, sometimes.
I get butthurt sometimes.
I don't know.
I do.
I don't care. Not me. I don't.
I get mad
I don't let
sometimes
shit bother
when
me.
and it's so bad, but like if I'm rolling,
Uh-huh.
and especially usually against lower belts, if they start trying to crank it up all of a sudden, sometimes I get a little.
You get
angry.
aggravated?
Yeah, like there's somebody. I'm not gonna say who it is. They don't know who they are. I don't want to put them on blast.
Don't put anybody on blast. But don't get aggravated,
no.
dude.
He's not watching. He's a kid.
How do you know? They're probably watching. They're probably like, motherfucking Rod, he's talking about me.
No.
This is crazy.
No. And here's the funny thing: people think of that. It's not them. I guarantee you, it's not. It's the least person you're gonna least expect.
Oh,
But
shit.
anyway, they're rolling and they're just like cranking up really hard,
Right?
and it just like I started just getting annoyed, dude. And I was like, damn, man, like it's just. Hey, is what it is. It happened.
Yeah.
So you know what I did? I said, no, I'm not gonna roll.
Dude, I would say.
I just stopped rolling because like if I'm in a bad place like
Right.
mentally, I just won't. I'm not gonna roll.
Okay.
It's better just to not do it than to know like, okay, I'm gonna unleash on this kid and beat him
I
up.
can respect that.
I'm just not gonna roll with them.
I can totally respect that, actually.
You know, now I'm trying to work with them a little bit, but you know.
No, all right, that's
kinda pissed
legit.
me off
That's
a little
legit.
bit.
So, damn, this is not even a subject we were talking about, but yeah, how do you tell people no? I don't want to roll with you. How do you?
That's
go
a
about
tough
it?
one. Yeah. You know what's fun? Okay, why? That's a great point. Good job, Arrow. Okay, what are the pros and cons? And I'll tell you why that's even a question.
Okay.
You say no, they think, oh, this fool's scared. He don't want to roll with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, he don't want to roll with me. He just free. Or whatever. Maybe you have some duty or obligation to roll with them for whatever reason.
So
I really still haven't figured that out. Like, what's the best way to say no to people? And what's the reason for saying no?
I
got my
I
reasons.
don't know that I've nailed this because apparently I'm a little stupid sometimes because I do cave in quite often. I feel bad when I don't roll with somebody. Like
I don't.
I do. I'm like, fuck yeah, you know, I want to get out there. I want to roll. I want to give everybody a chance, win, lose, or draw. But I will say, because you said, oh, they might think that I'm scared of them or whatever the case may be. I don't worry about that because, again, that's that ego thing, right? Like, what you think about me doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not, I mean, I guess it does. Listen, what people
all do
think
to a certain-
does matter
yeah,
to a
certain degree we do.
But you thinking, you know, I get a big tough blue belt and he goes, oh, he's scared of me because he doesn't want to roll. Really? That's gonna be the thing that makes or breaks me in the freaking 23 years I've been doing this.
Yeah. Out of all these years, the big blue belt is what broke me.
But I have a hard time telling people no. But I think for me, it's because I want to freaking be a teacher.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm
I get
an
it.
educator, dude.
Yeah.
I want people to learn, even if
Yeah.
it's at my detriment. Unfortunately, like sometimes I go, I want them to learn, even if I'm dead tired and can't even really defend myself.
Yeah.
So I don't know. How do you say no? How do you guys say no? Don't just say something stupid like, just say no. Old school Nancy Reagan.
Yeah.
Even though that's what
No,
kept me
dude.
off of drugs.
I just say
Thank you,
no,
Nancy Reagan.
you know, and then
You just say no.
after a
You just
while-
said it.
No, I just don't overthink it. If I feel like doing it, here's the thing for me.
Uh-huh.
If I want to roll with you, like the age I am now, and you know where I'm at in life, I'll approach you if I want to roll with you.
Okay.
Because especially being an older guy, you know, like in your 60s, it's like Gus. Gus will roll with anybody, but he'll
Facts.
roll on his terms. Like this is why I'm not going to call out Gus because Gus is an older guy like me. He might not freaking feel good that day. Right? He
Right.
might have a sore shoulder. His back might be hurting. He's 60-something years old. He may not
Okay.
feel it, right? He just may not, like, I'm having a bad day. So I'm not going to ask him. Well, I do because me and Gus have a good relationship.
Yeah.
And he knows that we just playing around. It's not a big deal. But it would be like, I don't think you should be running up asking Gus to roll. Trust me, Gus will seek you out if he
Yeah,
wants
for
to roll.
sure.
Because, like, I've seen Gus out there. He'll call out the biggest, baddest dudes.
Absolutely.
And I'm
He's
like, oh,
watching.
okay, Gus is feeling good today.
He's
He's feeling
watching,
froggy.
yeah.
That's how I am. When I'm feeling it, I'll get you. You know, I'll get you and we'll roll. And I'll probably try to bring it. You know, that's how I am.
Right. So, and you know what's funny? Because that kind of goes back to one of the conversations we had with Henson before about like traditional jiu-jitsu. And it's like, well, okay, should you even be asking your black belts to roll? Right? Because now you're like, okay, what about this? So you got all these black belts in here. Should you be running up on them talking about, yo, let's go, old man, let's do it? Or do you really just wait for every black belt to come see you?
I think there's enough people in the school and there's enough guys to roll it to where you don't really need to ask those guys. If they want to, I think they will. You know, unless it's very, I think it's a little bit individualized too. If you're a higher level belt,
Right.
you know, another brown belt, black belt, I don't care, dude. It doesn't bother me. Like,
Okay.
Big Michael was, hey, come on, Rod, let's go, dude, let's go. But you know what, man? Michael's the nicest role.
Well, yeah.
You know,
okay,
he's a freaking black belt.
A black belt calling
Yeah.
another black belt.
I don't need to be
That's fine.
like super
I'm
healthy.
speaking of
I'm talking about a guy who's gonna
your
maybe
blue
doesn't
and
have
your
as much
purples.
control.
Let's say you white, blue, purple. They jump up and
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, I want to roll against all the black belts
Yeah.
today." Like for whatever reason, he's like, "I want to roll against every black belt we have today."
I think there's enough guys in there to where I don't think it's really they should be doing it. Like I don't think they should be calling out like Gus or you know, maybe it's an age thing for me.
See, right,
I think
and
it's
then
that.
maybe it's the age. Because,
Like I tell you now, if I was
what
younger,
if it was
I
a little
wouldn't care.
25, 30-year-old black belt? Then you're like, "All right, give it a shot."
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. If it was a younger black belt, oh my god, yeah, for sure, dude.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, 100%. If you're a younger cat, dude, you should be rolling with everybody. Like I think it changes when you get older because you're trying to not get injured. So you're a
Right.
little bit more selective in who you roll with.
For
So you
sure.
have people that are outside of your spectrum of guys that you would normally pick, but then they're coming up to you.
Huh.
So then it's like, well, I will roll with you, but it's going to be, maybe I don't feel like it right now. Maybe I don't feel like doing that much work.
Right.
Maybe I don't feel like
and you
risking getting injured.
Certainly don't want a death match. And it
Yeah, you don't
does
want to death
usually-
match it for-
And they never come at you wanting to roll.
No, they're not going to flow with you. Never.
And flow.
Yeah, and it's not their fault. They're great
not.
people. It just they don't have that, you know, built in yet. They can't. They're incapable of actually flowing at that point in their jiu-jitsu, you know, journey.
And
I was
sometimes-
that guy. I was just like
Right.
them. I was terrible until I was maybe like freaking purple or brown.
And then some of them also just want that notch on their belt. Oh, I caught him today. Or, oh, he didn't pass my guard today. Or, damn.
And actually, I think our guys aren't even that bad when it comes to that. I don't think they're really looking for notches.
guys
I
are
just
pretty
think
good.
they're just like they just want to roll, but they're gonna roll like super hard, super aggressive, and you know I may not be feeling in
Right.
the mood to do it. I'm not gonna look at for me. I'm in this long term. If I were to kind of capitulate and roll every time some big jack dude ever asked me, my body would be wrecked right now.
Fuck yeah.
Just to try to prove that hey, I can still do this. At some point, I can't, and I don't want to be limping around with a bad back. The
I thought
rest of my life.
you were about to say limping around with a fucked up hamstring.
Yeah. So it's like the choices I make now are going to have a direct impact on how my future is just as a human being, and I'm trying to preserve
totally.
myself. So it's I don't owe anybody anything, bro. That's the way I see it.
No,
At this
you
point,
don't.
I'll teach you stuff, but
Ooh, see,
nah, I
wait.
don't know. I don't know nothing, dude.
You
That's what we
don't.
may differ on that. I don't owe nothing, bro. I teach
You're
you
right.
school.
I know. I know.
teach. If you want to do a paid one-on-one, then I owe you, right? And I'm very, very altruistic with my jiu-jitsu knowledge. I show everything, bro.
Right.
I show everything. If I submit, I'm like, yo, dude, you messed up, man. You left your arm out here. You turned it a little bit, and I just boom, I arm crushed you. Don't do that again. And they'll do it again. I'll be like, I'm about to arm crush you again, and I won't even submit. I'll be like, look, man, you did it again. Ask anybody in the school. I'm like that.
Yeah, no, dude.
So,
you share.
I
You
share stuff, man. I
absolutely
share the art.
And it's funny because
I got that from you actually, because I used to
know,
not share.
'cause
Man.
I always say
I was selfish.
shared
I was
art.
stingy.
Because I personally believe, as a black belt, if you're going to stay active, you do owe people. But I understand that is a subjective opinion, right? That's
Yeah,
not,
because I'm
that's
putting
not-
my
yeah,
physical
right.
health and safety,
Correct. And you don't owe
to make some other guy
you don't
better.
owe
Like,
anybody
what about
your
me
health.
getting better? Me
Right.
getting better is not getting hurt.
Agreed. And that's why I was like, okay, I totally get.
Yeah.
This is just an opinion on my part. This is just how I kind of interpret things. When I say you owe someone as a black belt, okay, technically you don't owe anybody, right? But I kind of I do. I walk the walk, man, because I'm like, oh, I feel like I owe you. I feel like I need to impart the knowledge that I do have unto you, and then what you do with it is on you.
Well,
But-
and it's like I don't need to roll with these guys all the time. I
totally
do
agree.
roll with everybody. Like, here's another one that I don't roll with. There's certain big guys like Big Sean. I don't roll with him all the time, and he never asks me to roll.
Nah,
Not
because-
even, but here's the funny thing: when I'm feeling good, I'm like,
Let's
Sean,
go.
let's go, man.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, let's go. Right?
Dude, because
like
he's a
happy.
monster.
He's
dude.
a beast,
He's a
dude.
freaking monster.
And I'm doing it when I feel good. If I got a
Yeah.
little froggy, and Sean's at the level to where he's not going to injure you.
Correct.
He's going to give you a good fight, bro. But he's not going to hurt
Absolutely.
you. He's not
Absolutely.
gonna, so yeah, I trust him. And guys like that have that. He uses good technique. So
Yes.
at this point in my jiu-jitsu, journey.
You feel safe.
I feel safe,
rolling.
and I want to get something out of the roll too. I don't want to just roll with a big, strong guy anymore. That was fun a while ago.
Right.
It's not fun for me at this point. I want to roll with a guy like, I don't know, maybe a good black belt like Michael, who's a big guy, but he's so technical. He'll throw something out like, "Holy crap, that was slick!"
Right.
You know, or I don't have to shout everybody out, but you know what I mean? Guys that have a certain level of skill and technique and nuance to where, it's more jiu-jitsu versus jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
Versus not so much like strength and power and aggression versus just my technique. Like those, I want to get something out of the roll too. And that's the way I see it.
That's fair. Dude, that's 100%
Like
fair.
they're getting everything out of it. Like they're rolling with the technical black belt.
Right.
And then I'm just rolling with a guy that's maybe not as technical. So like, what am I getting out of this roll? I'm just defending so you don't freaking smash on me.
You're like, I just want to go home without being injured.
Yeah, I want to get hurt. I rolled somebody hurt my finger the other day. I can't remember. Oh, it was the guy I'm talking about where I got hurt.
Yeah.
Where I got pissed off. I hurt my finger because they ripped. I had the gi. What's a gi? I had the gi, and they ripped it out. They ripped the grip. Oh my god, are we still doing that?
Yeah, dude. I know, right? That's like, hold up. Wait a minute. Slow
Bro,
down.
it wasn't intentional though. It just happened.
Maybe he thought it was a fight.
He probably did. So I'm not complaining, man. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm complaining, but I mean,
No,
and
it
anyone
doesn't matter.
that
And even
may
if you
not
are, who cares? You're allowed to
I don't
complain.
care. The reason I don't care is that the people that may not agree are gonna be probably at least a decade younger than me, and then when they're my age, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, that guy! I get what he's saying. Like, you got to preserve your body, dude." Because I was like that, but then when I started getting older, I'm like, "Oh man, I see what they're saying, dude."
Right?
He's right.
Yeah, dude, I get it. Like, I don't like falling apart. I think I'm probably falling apart.
I'll
But
get
it's
30-year-old
okay.
guys tell me, "Yeah, we're getting old, man. We're getting old." At 30, I'm twice
They
your age.
are.
dude.
They're
Come on,
getting
man.
old too. Shit.
Yeah, we're getting old. They'll say, "Yeah,
30
we're."
Unfortunately, people don't like hearing that shit, but 30, 35 is midlife.
30 kind of is. You are right.
Yeah. Motherfuckers are like, when I'm 50, I'll be midlife. I'm like, no, man, you were midlife 15 years ago. Sorry.
Because think about, that actually makes sense. When I watch that Ritoyo fight,
Yeah.
he was 19 years old. How old is he now?
He's only like maybe 21 now.
Dude.
He might be old enough to drink.
So he was 19 at the time, and the Sambo guy was 33, I was going to say.
He was midlife.
And it was like a world champion fight. So Ritoyo definitely had an advantage from an age standpoint.
Oh, yeah.
Because even though 33 is young,
and they probably had the same amount of freaking training in years.
probably
That's crazy.
like 33 is still good, but
yeah.
19, you're like,
Oh, it's better.
Oh, you're indestructible at 19. Right?
It's better. Absolutely.
So think of the difference between you from 30 to when you were 19. Just now extrapolate that out.
If I could take everything that I know now and drop it into 19-year-old me, it'd be crazy.
Bro, oh my God.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Now extrapolate that out in the other direction and add on 20 years.
Right? How much better you could be? In
No.
that
How much?
timeframe,
In
how
an
much you
older 20-year-old body. Your body's 20 years older.
Oh, you're saying take the 19-year-old and slap 20 years on him and see how he's doing.
Take the 30-year-old guy,
or the 30-year-old, yeah.
slap 20 years on him.
Oof.
Now he's 50.
Yeah.
That's a huge disparity.
Shit.
Now I had another 10. Now he's 60.
It usually doesn't get better.
Doesn't get better.
It doesn't usually get better.
And even if it does get better, you could say, people argue, I'm in the best shape of my life. Yeah, but
you
I'm
know what?
doing more
that's
now.
Individualist. That's
does-
very
no.
individual. That's very subjective.
Okay, it's subjective. Like, I'm in really good shape right now. But if I was doing all the things I'm doing now when I was 20,
Oh, you'd be way
I'd be way better
off.
at 20.
For sure.
Because I didn't diet back then. I just ate
For sure.
everything. But I was leaner, but I didn't have to diet. But if I had my protein intake, my supplementation, heavy weight training,
Hell yeah, you'd be
I would have been a
fucking
phenom.
walking monster.
Right? So all this stuff is doing is just like, it's helping, but it's not making me better than I would have been at 20.
Right, because that ship has sailed.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of women will say that. They'll say, and I'm not going to go I'm not going 1865, but but they'll say, no, I look better now. Like now that I'm like 55 than I did when I was 30. I'm like, but maybe they're comparing themselves. Maybe when they were 25, they might have been out of shape. They might have been a little heavy or whatever. Now they lost weight, so they look pretty good, right?
Yeah.
But if they did all that when they were 35, they'd have been smoking more.
I just saw a thing.
It's true,
that
though.
said that voted Pamela Anderson the most beautiful woman on earth. She's 57. I know,
Bro.
dude. I saw your face.
Who-
Let me just stop.
oh, my God.
I don't know. I'm gonna show it to you when we get
No,
off the
dude,
air.
I got
I'm gonna
depressed
show it
because I
to
saw
you.
Pam
I'm gonna
Anderson,
show it to
and
you
I'm
off
like,
the air.
oh my goodness, it's over.
Dude, I like.
I'm
Pam
officially
Anderson,
old now.
But I mean, can we really legitimately say that she's the most beautiful woman on earth right now? I mean, I've been to McDonald's and Walmart's and
my
a bunch
God.
of other places, and I've seen way better at those places.
You wouldn't even notice her if you saw her in Walmart.
I
or
know. All right,
McDonald's.
stop.
She-
We're
we're drifting.
We're going in the wrong direction.
We're going wrong
So,
But this how I knew I was old. When Pam Anderson was done, when she hit the wall,
yeah, it's okay. When she hit the
Look.
wall, it's okay.
I'm like, now I'm old. That means I hit the wall. I hit the man wall.
Did you though?
I think I did. Yeah.
You think you hit the man wall?
Yeah, well, we have a later wall, but we still hit the wall.
I don't know, man.
Everybody hits a wall at some point.
Everybody hits the wall.
Yeah, there's a
What is
wall.
it? Father Time is undefeated.
Father Time waits for no man.
Absolutely undefeated, boy. He's gonna win.
But man, so first it was Farrah, then she went out. Then it was who was after Farrah? There's somebody. There's Britney Spears, and she went out. Then Pam Anderson. Oh my God! Watch before you know it. Who's
Everybody.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is gonna be all old pretty soon. You'll be like, oh my God! Watch for all you millennials out there. At some point, Taylor Swift is gonna be old, and that's when you know you're old.
Oh wow,
You're gonna be old when Taylor Swift is old.
that's deep.
That sucks,
Deep.
huh?
No, it doesn't suck. That's life.
And you'll say, "Oh, Taylor Swift." They're like, "Taylor Swift." Huh? All the young kids will be like, laugh, like, "Who's this old lady they're talking about?" Hey, man, it's just a circle of life.
It is the
just keeps
circle of
going,
life, man. Wow.
Man.
Stop. All right,
let's bring it back.
Shift
Reel that back
to
in here.
jiu-jitsu.
Shout out to John, man. He gave me that name actually in
Yes,
1865.
he's
Huh?
doing good. Absolutely.
That was a good one, man.
Absolutely. Man,
Gentleman John.
what else have we actually been doing lately? So I haven't been fighting for the last 2, pushing on 3 weeks now. I have not even put my gi on, and it feels crazy.
Really?
Yeah, dude, because if I do it, I'm going to get on the mat. And even if my leg is feeling good, I'm going to do what every freaking jiu-jitsu person does. I feel better. Let me jump on the mat. Oh, shit. I don't want that.
Don't do it.
I'm really legit trying to like hold my shit together because I'm going to New Jersey and I'm going to go do my striping promotion, you know. So it's going to be me and all my boys that got the black belts together. And I know everybody's going to want to fight us. So, or wait, fight us?
We're gonna have a match with
Are
you.
we going to have matches? Fuck that shit. They're going to
Come
try
on,
to
Earl.
fight me, dude.
Let's engage in a match.
let's engage in a match. Yeah.
Don't
there
take
you
out the
go.
gloves and slap
Yes,
you.
I challenge you.
Yeah.
Whap! Nah, dude.
Hey,
so-
that was a fight. See, I challenged you to a duel.
And a duel is a fucking
gun.
fight. That's a
And it's a gun,
gunfight.
too.
That shit's real.
Or you could have gunfight at OK Corral. It's a
They're
gun
all
match. And say
fights.
gun match.
They're all fights. Yes, dude. That's what I'm
All
saying.
right, I think we covered
Either
that one.
everything's a fight or nothing
nothing's
with
a fight.
rules is a fight. Yeah. so I'm trying to just stay off of it. I think maybe not this week, but maybe next week during our gi week. I think I'm gonna at least try to teach and just see, man. I just don't want my shit getting all fucked up again. Damn. I hate being hurt.
We didn't solve anything again.
No. Well, no. I don't know, man.
You broke down that
I think I
argument.
solved that shit. I think that my logic in this particular instance is infallible. I think what I said makes perfect sense, and there's no logical argument that beats what I'm saying.
No, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can put your emotions behind it. I can never argue anyone's emotion because if I argue against your emotions, that's a fool's errand. You know what I mean? Like, I can't tell you to feel another way, but if I can walk you from A to Z and say, now, if I'm wrong, show me exactly where. What do you got?
I think I know what it is.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so because we were talking about the rolling thing, right? Because we didn't answer that question. Like, how do you say no?
Oh, yeah.
We didn't answer that question.
You freaking knocked me off track somehow. I don't even know.
know. I
I'm
think
just
I
going to
went on
blame you.
tangent.
You had to have done
I
it.
went on a tangent.
Yes, how do you say no?
I don't know how to say no.
Oh,
What
my
do you say?
God.
No, I was asking you, what's your solution?
I don't say no.
I think-
I'm freaking stupid
really?
like that. Oh, man.
Come on, man. You got to say no at some point. What if you're
right.
just not feeling? What if you're gassed out, you're tired, and then Winston comes like, oh, come on, let's roll. You want to roll?
Then in that instance, I might just admit that I'm fucking beat. I'm like, dude, I have got nothing left.
Yeah, you're pretty good about it. You should roll.
Like, but otherwise I'll roll. Even if I just got to get out there and just try to survive, and they're just like, beating me the fuck up, and I'm just trying to survive. All right, just don't get tapped, don't get hurt. I don't like telling people no. I really don't. Not in jiu-jitsu. I want to get out there. Man, I want to give you something.
Yeah, I get it.
Damn.
Yeah, that's good. You're gonna have a hard time getting old, dude.
No shit. Dude,
that's gonna really hurt you.
I'm pretty sure.
At some point, that's gonna happen. You'll be like, I can't do it.
I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna fall apart instantly and not be able to get up. Like I just won't be able to get off the mat, and you guys can just like clean me up with a shovel and just dump me off to the side.
When I watch these different channels, like it'll be like old man jiu-jitsu or like how to deal with aging in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
That is the most common thing that you have to deal with is saying freaking no to people.
Yeah.
That is the most common thing. And it's the one thing that you're going to have to deal with, like mentally you're going to have to deal with because you want to roll, but you are very cognizant of the fact that you're putting yourself at risk.
Right, because you can't keep up the way you did before.
Can't keep doing that all the time. And then here's the thing, too. Let me make a distinction. The upper belts are rolling just to roll. They're necessarily just rolling just to share techniques and just rolling around. Where I'd say the less technical guys are rolling to win a match.
Yeah, they're hungry.
They want to get you in a submission or a position or something really. That's like their main goal.
Facts.
Whereas like if I'm rolling with like a brown belt or a black belt,
you're just having a good time.
They get it. They ain't trying that. It's not like that's their main objective. I must submit you.
There's no notch on the belt.
There's no notch on the belt. So maybe you are right about that because the lower belts, that's all they really know.
That's all they've got.
They don't really have as much technique. So their goal is to just beat you. And beat you by smashing you down in a position or maybe
being faster
submitting
than you or being whatever. Yeah.
So
Facts.
it could be that. I don't know. And upper belt guy, I've had situations where I'm caught in something like, yo, do you remember my shoulder? It's all jacked. Like,
right.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
I know.
I got you, dog.
Seriously.
I'm like, don't armbar this side, man. Oh yeah, right. Like I call that a tap, bro, because you would have got it. Let me switch this side. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Let me escape now.
Too, right?
Yeah, because I trust him.
I don't want to. That's.
You think I'm gonna do that with the white belt? He'll be like, yeah.
Boom. He's like, fuck your arm, old man.
Man. That can go bad.
Yeah.
I think Trevor got
every
his arm
time I
once.
get hurt, it's usually when I'm like just going with a lower belt and I feed them something and then
you can't
my
feed
shit
them
gets
stuff.
fucking ripped off.
You can't feed them. Well, you can, but it's
you're supposed to.
You're
That's
supposed
how
to,
they
but
learn.
yeah, you got to make sure that it's.
It better be something that's not going to cripple
that you can get out of it pretty. But see, look at I preface this on maybe somebody significantly bigger, stronger than you.
Right.
That you don't want to feed too much.
Oh,
Put yourself
I agree.
in danger.
Oh, I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
It'd be like who's that big dude we had? It'd be like let's say Cornbread was a white belt. You gonna feed him an armbar?
Probably not.
Yeah,
not if he was like
dude.
spastic at the time.
Yeah. I wouldn't feed him one now, dude. Cornbread's he's a beast mode.
Because now is he purple or brown?
He's purple.
Purple. Because he's still trying to eat. So he might try to take your leg anyway or
yeah.
arm anyway.
He's trying to feed, dude.
So check this out, everybody.
Shout out to Cornbread. I like that dude. He's a tough guy.
Yeah,
man.
I know. How do you say no to someone? Like, what's your go-to? Like, do you give them just a straight up, hey, listen, man, I just don't want to roll because blah blah blah, or is it like, are you the kind that kind of throws in like a little bullshit excuse? Oh, the way my back is set up, I don't know if I can do this today. Like, how do you tell these jokers no? Like, and it's for anybody, regardless of your rank. I mean, if you're a white, blue, whatever, you say no to somebody. Tell me why. Ladies, tell us. How do you say no to somebody? Like, you don't want to roll.
Good question for the girls, actually.
Like, you don't want to roll because maybe the guy is like freaking 2.5 times your size, and you don't want to roll with him. So, how do you go about it, right?
And you know what I'll do is like I'll guaranteed I will ask somebody to roll. That person that I say no to, I'll ask them maybe every couple months, like, hey man, let's roll.
Yes.
And I'm testing to see how it is.
Yes.
If it's the same, give them more time to season a little bit. Give them another couple months.
Hell yeah.
Let's roll.
Let them simmer.
Yeah, because the guys that are really real good, then it's like, okay, I can start rolling with this guy more because I want to train with everybody, right?
Absolutely.
Because what good's going to do me to roll with the guy once? It was like a death match. I fought to the death. Everything's okay. I barely made it out of there okay.
But then 6 months later.
No, and then next week, let's go again. Like, why? Right?
Jesus.
So I want to be able to roll all the time with these guys.
Right. Yeah, you want them to get better. You want them to be more controlled so that you can roll with them.
Exactly.
Because then you can help impart that knowledge, right?
You get better.
And and the thing is, they have to actually listen now.
Yeah, and it's hard because, bro, I was that guy. So I'm not calling anybody out because I was like that. No, but I was really bad, dude. That's why they say light roll rod.
Microwave.
Yeah, microwave. Bro, it's just some people are competitive, and maybe that's just the way they channel it. I don't know.
Nah, but it's cool.
It's just the way that you're wired. You know, like
Yes,
it took me a long time to kind of
It's how they're wired.
dial back the strength and aggression and kind of bring up the technique. It took me a long time.
But it's okay.
It's okay.
It's like the reason that they do it is because they love jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
They're trying to get better. They don't know exactly how to get better. That's where other people have to impart some knowledge on them. That's where upper belts have to kind of take them under their wing and go, hey, look, you don't have to grip it and rip it. You don't have to necessarily tear somebody's freaking ligaments in order to say that you've learned something, right? And they start to get it, and they get it because it's important to them. And when it's important, they find a way, just like all of you people who have been ranking up and getting good and all that good shit. So when it's important to you, you find a way. When it's not, you find an excuse, and then you go, well, nobody wants to roll with me. They're all scared. Fuck it, I'm not going to do it anymore. I quit jiu-jitsu, and I'm going to go fight in something. And I'm going to go fight somebody somewhere.
That does suck. You know, I'll tell you when I do it, though. When I see somebody just on the corner and they're just sitting there, like Big Sean, like he was sitting there all lonely.
Yeah, I know.
Poor Sean. Come on, Sean, I got you.
Right? I hate seeing people sit
It
in the
does suck
corner.
when they're sitting out because, you know, not everybody's going to be calling him out, right?
Especially when I want to sit in the corner. If I want to sit there and then I'm seeing somebody else, I'm like, this is bullshit. Now I guess I got to go.
I do feel bad when I see people sitting there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So you want to tell these jokers to like and subscribe?
Just like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, everybody, because that's pretty cool. Hey, I'm hoping that we put this whole thing together and the sound was, mwah. It was like just fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, last week that was all bad. If that happens again, you're going to see a missing episode because we just won't drop one. That was inexcusable.
Ah, fuck. I know,
okay.
dude.
But it's a tough call. If you don't do it, then it's like, what happened? You had no episode.
Dude, and the thing is, I'm learning some of this shit as we go along. I'm over here fucking around with like Premiere Pro and shit. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing. Oh, what happens if I hit this button? Oh shit, Rod, I deleted everything. So, you know.
And didn't we have guests on? It was Randy and.
Oh my God, I know.
Bro, the last 2 times we had those fools on, it crashed, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Look, what the fuck? I don't know.
Anyway,
dude.
all right.
I'm not a rocket surgeon. I don't know how to do this shit.
I still don't know how to say no, so we didn't call. We did that. So look, if you guys know, put in the comments. I did see one guy on YouTube. He says, "Oh man, you're way too strong for me." That's what he did. That's all good. You're way too strong for me. That was pretty funny. I like that one. Then he'd be like, "Oh, you watch that video?"
I did see that one. You're too strong for me. Yeah, that was a good one.
I don't know what's a polite way to say no. That is kind of important though in jiu-jitsu.
Help us
you
out.
don't want to. I don't want the person to feel bad. Like, oh, what's wrong with me? I don't want. It is important. I care about everybody's feelings. I don't want them to feel crappy.
Give us your best no, everybody. Tell us how you do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll get back at you guys next week with some new content. We'll probably get some. We got some good ones coming up, right?
Hell yeah.
We got some two.
I'll just say this. We got some people.
We got some 2 OGs. Two OGs. I'll just leave it at that. I think I said that before, but we have it coming.
Hell yeah.
All right, you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Us.
Nice.
The 2 OGs.
OG. Original gangster. Wait, original grappler. Nah, dude, it's fucking all good. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Wait, I can't even hear this.
Clap loud.
Gotta get this going here.